Hi everyone, my name is Mohammed Bey. I'm the Chief Officer for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and today I'm joined with two of my favorite colleagues. And I'll let them introduce themselves.
Okay. My name is Katie Trulley. I'm an academic advisor at NWTC, so I work with our general studies students and our lab science technology students. And then I have been the chair of the diversity team for the past 2 years and will be continuing for the next year.
Nice. I'm Bob Vanschyndel. I work as a faculty development consultant. I work in the TLC, our Teaching and Learning Center on campus, and talent development, just supporting faculty in their instruction. I'm new to the role as a co-chair of the diversity team this year, but I've been a part of the diversity team off and on for the last few years. So, yeah, glad to be here.
Yeah.
Glad we're your favorite.
Yeah.
I just added a little spice to the conversation, that's all.
No, I believe
That's
you.
all.
I believe you.
So yeah, today's focus is really around the diversity team, and the two of you selected that position to be chair for the upcoming fiscal year, which is, I think, a huge responsibility for one of the college's most important teams. So I wanted to give the audience and our colleagues a little bit of an opportunity to get to know the both of you. So I'll start by asking, what does diversity, equity, and inclusion mean to you?
For me, as I reflect on that, it goes back to creating a sense of belonging for our staff, for our students, for everyone that works here, and then reflecting that back into the community that we work and we live in. The reason I got involved in higher ed was because I felt a pretty significant sense of not feeling like I belonged at one point in my college career. And so diversity, equity, and inclusion just aligns with that and that mission and that value system that I have within myself.
Was there a person that helped you find that sense of belonging?
Many people. It was a community of people when I was an undergrad. So it was, and it was also me getting involved as well and opening myself up to other people. So, but that was a hard journey. I was, young. I was 19. But there was a whole community of people at my undergraduate school that helped that. So for me, being able to then carry that into my life and my work is just kind of a continuation and giving back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You gave me time to think, but I was engrossed in your story. So I appreciate what you said about the belonging piece. And I guess for me, it's diversity, equity, and inclusion are components, right, and ideas that the end game is that, right, for me, thinking about belonging. And sometimes it's a miss in that DEI acronym, right, like, no, the goal is belonging, so that resonates with me. And similarly, I think I've kind of always had like uncertain spaces about in my educational travels, but also just in my roles as a career. I always found myself in spaces of advocacy, of spaces of intentionally moving towards inclusion, so that it fits for me, it resonates with me, it's just, and it's a part of what I do in faculty development as an instructor or as a facilitator, and I enjoy the energy that the college has about it. So that is, it's a fit.
Yeah.
I think you're right about the belonging piece, because diversity is really focusing on the individual identities and then the social identities we also bring into an organization. Equity is the act of removing barriers so people can be successful, whether that means a student or it means an employee. Inclusion is really about representation and making sure that the voices are there, but belonging is this piece of an individual within the organization, the classroom, being able to be their authentic, genuine self.
Absolutely. Well, and I think bringing the team together, the work of the team, of the diversity team, is looking at that ask of our community. We want to create a space for everyone to feel and be able to be their authentic self, but there's barriers within that. And also, we all bring different power, privileges, influence into that space as well. So for me, as a co-chair or chair of the diversity team, recognizing that power, influence, privilege that I bring into that, and using that to help improve our processes in our space.
So that kind of leads me into my next question is, why did you accept the opportunity to be a chair?
Do you want to go
No,
first?
it's all you.
Okay.
It's all you.
Well, so it's the third year that I'll be doing this, and really, it was a very thoughtful choice that I made, and I think that we've had a lot of momentum in our college in the past year, and frankly, I was ready to let other people kind of come forward and have that opportunity. But long story short, the opportunity presented itself for me to continue on, and I really believe that we have done some great work, not just in the past year, but really in my time here at the college. And I think it's a privilege to be able to continue on with that work and really, continue to work with everyone across the college to really challenge some of the barriers that we still are facing and working through. Then also bringing more people to the table, bringing some joy to the work as well. So that's why I choose to keep showing up for it.
Yeah, and for me, like I said, I feel like it fits. And for me, the work around diversity is a consistent thing for me. And I see so much alignment or so many things happening in our college, which one thing I'm excited about joining the team or being a part of that a little more intimately is thinking about connecting those pieces and moving with some synergy around those things. So it's a fit, and the energy that the college has about it is a great time to kind of jump into a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the you touched on it, Bob, the alignment piece. That makes me excited about having the two of you in these seats for the upcoming fiscal year is the alignment piece, but then also the leadership. And the two of you are actively engaged in DEI efforts around the college and then also within your divisions. And so I'm really excited to be working on the work with the two of you, and I look forward to it. Is there anything else you all want the audience to know about the diversity team?
One, the diversity team is all of us. And we always say that diversity, equity, inclusion is everyone's work. We hope that everyone is building that internal capacity and curiosity to engage with the work, but also hold us accountable as well. I think that that's a big, important piece to this work is that there's an accountability aspect. So feel free to engage with us. It's not, I want to demystify the idea that diversity work is not everyone's work. So very clearly, it is everyone's work.
Yeah, and as I think about that, just the shift that the diversity team has made, from my perspective in the last year, about building capacity for folks to be comfortable and to develop some skills around that, and so that as it leads to accountability for sure. So yeah, that's engage with us, absolutely.
All right. Thank you both for your time. And for folks who are watching this will be our first go. I'm moving into the sponsorship role for the diversity team. Since my time here at the college, I have chaired the team and I've had different co-chairs come through. But this year is going to be a different and exciting year, and I look forward to the change. Take care.